Jake, what's the latest you're hearing from the Diamond Princess cruise ship?
Juanita, the captain in the last few minutes has just confirmed that it is actually another 66 cases of coronavirus from people on board. There are ambulances and self-defence force, disaster relief trucks here, and 4 of them have already left to take infected patients off the ship and into hospitals around Japan. That brings the total confirmed number of cases to 136, a number that has been steadily increasing since the ship went into lockdown last week.
So what does this mean for the passengers who are still on board the ship?
Yeah, there are still around 3,600 passengers and crew on board, and the significant jump is starting to cause concern. They are in quarantine until the 19th officially, but the quarantine clock will reset for those who've been in close contact with the new confirmed cases. We've also heard from Japan's health minister that he's looking at testing all of the passengers on board, but that will be a huge logistical exercise and is still being considered. The challenge now will be keeping everyone on board calm and occupied for the rest of the quarantine period.
Jake Sturmer reporting there from Yokohama. Meanwhile, there's been another spike in coronavirus cases in China. After a significant fall yesterday, the number of infections has jumped to more than 40,000. The death toll has also risen to over 900. There are 15 confirmed cases in Australia. 5 previously reported cases have now recovered from the virus. The jump in infections in China has dampened hopes that the crisis may be subsiding, and now tens of millions of people are returning to work after the Lunar New Year holiday. China correspondent Bill Birtles reports from Beijing.
Back to work, but not back to normal. Beijing's extended Lunar New Year holiday is finally over, but many are too afraid to go back to work. Transport restrictions mean many out-of-towners haven't returned. Those who are back say it's a struggle.
It's taking a huge toll on my business. The only people around here are other shop owners, not customers. And it's hard to get fresh products delivered with all the road closures.
For now, our business is being affected, but crisis brings opportunity, right? So I'm not too worried about it.
The epicentre Hubei remains locked down. As the death toll rises, public anger is still simmering about the death of a doctor there last week, who was reprimanded in the early stages for telling others about the outbreak. Dr. Li Wenliang's mother has now called for an investigation.
We won't give up until they give us an explanation.
While the number of cases has jumped on the cruise ship in Japan, some good news from Hong Kong, as hundreds of passengers on a ship quarantined for 6 days were allowed to disembark. Authorities gave the green light after all those on board tested negative for the coronavirus. But mainland China, and particularly Hubei province, is still very much the focus. With the death toll now well above the SARS crisis of 17 years ago, the World Health Organization is finally sending in a team there. 97% of all confirmed cases are in Hubei, where life's very much on hold, while the rest of the country tries to return to normal.
Normal workdays in cities of 22 million people do not look like this. Empty subways, shuttered shops and closed factories. While the outbreak is the priority, everyone here wonders how long China's government will allow the world's second largest economy to continue like this.